So welcome back to the channel. It's been ages since I've done a vlog. Obviously been away with work overseas most of last year, so that meant that I couldn't do any vlogging, and therefore the channel's taken a bit of a hit. But we're back out in Wales, back on good roads, good scenery, heading towards Snowdonia National Park. I just thought I'd ask a question. Please put your comments below. How do you find the seat on your motorcycle, and have you done anything about it? Have you upgraded your seat and got a plush seat with like gel inserts or anything like that? Have you had it reconditioned and paid £300–400 for like a Corbin seat or a Sergeant seat? Or have you bought a pair of cycling shorts and you're just comfortable in them? Are you hardcore, and do you ride with a numb bum? Or have you bought one of those Airhawk seats, and are they any good? So I've seen the Airhawk seat on Amazon for £100, and apparently if you just blow it with a little bit of air in it, it changes the comfort of your seat for relatively low cost. Yeah, so what have you done about your seat, and is it worth investing into an Airhawk seat? And does it move around? You know what I mean? If you strap it to your seat, I know it straps to the underneath of your existing seat, but if you're going in and out of twisters, does it move around a lot? And is it worth upgrading the seat, really? It's a lot of money, isn't it, for a comfy bum? Whilst I was away overseas, obviously the YouTube channel's still linked to my phone, so I was still getting messages from people that, I mean, the algorithm must have kicked in or something, where people just sort of tend to be watching old videos about Norway and stuff. But it's good that, I mean, there was a guy on there, I don't know if you're still watching, but he was asking about the GSX 650F and whether it would be a great beginner motorcycle, and he commented on it, and he said to me, I appreciate this is a 7-year-old video, but thanks for the advice. And I was like, oh, how good's that? You know, I was like, quite humbled. So I think that was partly the reason as well that I've got back out with the camera gear, is that, you know, there are people out there that are still watching my videos, even though they're not the most professional videos on YouTube, are they? But yeah, grateful for you watching, considering to subscribe, and yeah, if I could ask a massive favour, and just all it takes is 2 seconds just to click that like button, it'll help me out massively, please. Thank you very much. So this is Betsy Coed. This is like the last major big town before you start getting into Snowdonia National Park. And this is where all the walkers, the campers, the mountaineers, they all, not all of them, but the majority of them base themselves here. Lots of good restaurants. I highly recommend the Royal Oak Hotel for food. That is good for food. Been there a couple of times now. A bit pricey, but good food. I love these roads. I think they're fantastic, and the fact that you've got these walls around as well, so the exhaust of the triple engine like bounces off, resonates through the walls. Love it. Why do I need another bike? I don't need another bike. I keep umming and ahhing about getting a KTM 1290, and I don't need it, because you could just have just as much fun on this. Obviously it's not got as much torque. So this mountain that's in front of us now, this one's called Mole Shabod, M-O-E-L-S-I-A-B-O-D, Mole Shabod. And it's like your first mountain that you see coming out of Betsy Coed into Snowdonia National Park. It's like the first one that you see, really. And this is just coming now into Capel-Curig. So Capel-Curig is where, this is like the beginning of The Snowdonia National Park, for real, for real. We're not going left here to Clonberris. That would be the way that you would go to Snowdon itself, up the Clonberris path. And we might do that on the way home, I think. But let's get Penny Pass done now. Here we go. Look at this. It's amazing. I love it down here. Absolutely love Snowdonia. So, let's have a little look-see, shall we? So you've got Tryfan and Llyn, the Horseshoe, the Carnadal, all the way around the top there in front of us. And then as you look left through the gap, you've got Egan. That's where the Devil's Kitchen is. That's where, like, Edmund Hillary Scott and all the Everest climbers, that's where they learn their trade. Bang smack in front through the gap there, they learn their trade on them slabs there. So there, you're up here, you're talking your 3,000 feet mountains all around here. And you don't realise how big they are until you're stood on the top and you're looking down at the road and everything is absolutely tiny. It's like pinprick. But it's just so vast around here. I love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah, spent many a time wild camping around here. So that's the Tryfan and Llyn, that's the Carnadal, all the way up there. Bang in front, this Dragon's Back that's here, that's called Tryfan. And you can climb up the north face of Tryfan, or you can go down the side and then up through the back of Tryfan. And that's where I was the other week, through that gap there, the other side, beyond Tryfan. That's good of fact, that's where I was the other week, up there, hiking and wild camping. You've got two stones at the top of Tryfan called Adam and Eve. They're like two pillars, and you can jump from one to the other. And you could just make it out without the GoPro. I don't know whether you can see it on the GoPro or not, it's probably too far away. But yeah, I was here last week, walking all the way up the Glidders and Tryfan and around here. And the amount of mountain bikes that were out the other week, and I was so jealous whilst I was walking. I was thinking, I need to be out the bike, I need to be out the bike. I was up there the other week, that's Egan, up there, and this is the mountain cottage here on the left, and I start most of my walks from there. And twisty roads is what we need, isn't it? I didn't realise, I thought there was only 4 of these little cars. There's loads of them. I don't even know what these are. What are they? What are they called? I thought for a minute there I was reading Daihatsu on the back. Obviously an owners club, isn't it, out for the day around Snowdon. I was up here last week and there was a Porsche GT3 day out. That sounded phenomenal. That was Penny Pass. On the way to Coughrig now, hit the A5 and then A5 all the way back to Shrewsbury. Oh dear, boys. Well, that was Penny Pass and that was Snowdonia. Just heading into Betsy Coed now again. So thanks for coming along with me, thanks for riding out with me. Don't forget, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and as always I'll see you in the next one. Come on, mate. Get my balls off this fucking thing here. Come on, fucking hell. It's a great bit of parking. It's an amazing bit of parking. Oh, I hate these 20s. Do my head in. Lamborghini, mate, but I've got a Yamaha Trace with a scorpion exhaust. I think it sounds a lot better, to be fair. Everybody wants a Tracer, don't they? Nobody wants a Lamborghini.